Yo guys, what is going on? It is Royal here today on a brand new faction server, and this is basically just going to be a video showcasing the new server that we are going to be on. A lot of people have been asking where the factions went, and we're going to talk about all of that stuff in today's video as well. But we are currently on the Oxy Rise network. If we just take a look, this is what the spawn is looking like. And guys, this is going to be my first time ever playing 1.20 factions, or just factions that are like above 1.8. So let's go ahead and get into some of the information for this brand new server. The server is going to be releasing August 24th at 3 p.m. EST, so literally this coming Saturday. I'm not sure when the showcase video is going to go up, but August 24th, 3 p.m. EST. If you guys are considering playing the server, please connect with the custom IP royal.oxyrise.net, as whenever you guys use that custom IP, it is directly going to support me, and yeah, I greatly appreciate it. It's why we can keep the videos going and all of that stuff. And not only that, if you guys want to support me even further, or at least any other creator on the server, because this server is actually going to have a ton of YouTubers, a ton of partners, which I feel like is going to make it a lot more fun. But you guys can hop on, and for me personally, do /redeem royal. As you guys can see right here, I think maybe even Royal MC will work, but I'm going to do just /redeem royal. Boom. As you guys can see, it is going to give you a free partner capsule. Now these things are sick. If we just take a look, it's kind of like a free monthly crate is what it's looking like. Obviously it's not going to be as good as a monthly crate, but it's literally free. You can get ranks, coins, XP, money, gear to go PvP, and all of that stuff. And yeah, it's going to support me even further. It's going to be absolutely free, so it's kind of a no-brainer to just hop on it. Do /redeem royal. Let me just place this thing down, because boom, yeah, I guess you can only win one reward, but I will still take it. Let's go ahead and see what we pull out of this crate. And we got one nano key. I have no clue if that's any good. Let's go ahead and rip open this nano key, and we'll see what we get out of this. If we can get some money, I mean a pig spawner. Oh, you can actually re-roll on here. That is great to see. Don't really want a pig spawner, so let's re-roll that. We got one chunk buster. Unfortunately, I think we got rinsed. But anyways, guys, with all of that information already said, let me go ahead and show you guys what actual features this server has to offer, because I've been waiting for this server for a very long time. As you guys can see, we have another partner in the background over here, Countdown, and I believe this season I'm going to be playing with Dylan and Countdown. I don't know if we're going to join a faction, if we're going to make a faction, or if we're just going to run as like a trio. I have no clue, but I know like we're going to be PvPing with Countdown and Dylan. We're going to be raiding with them. I'm basically going to be playing with the boys, which I haven't done in a very long time on factions. I would usually just play with like a decently big faction that would just help me out, but this time we're actually going to be running the season with our own little group, which again, I haven't done in like years, bro, like prime years of factions, I feel like. But if you guys are going to be playing with a competitive faction, or you want to play competitively, you guys can still comp F-Top, and there will be rewards for it. F-Top number 1 is going to get a $1,000 charity donation plus $500 store credit. F-Top number 2 gets a $300 charity donation plus $400 store credit. And then F-Top number 3 gets a $200 charity donation with $300 of store credit. But anyways, whenever you guys connect to the server, you're going to have an option of picking 3 crews. That is going to be the Moonwalker crew, which is going to give you permanent speed 5 and then plus 5% axe damage, or a Scientist crew, where you can actually get an extra 2 hearts and then minus 5% incoming damage, or the Rocketeer crew, where you will get permanent fire res and then plus 5% sword damage. But obviously right here, they do have a really nice tutorial at like spawn. You're just gonna have the regular faction commands. F create clickbait real quick. That will be my faction name right there. And then you can do like /wild and go like /F claim a spot in the wilderness. Whatever you guys want to do. And then obviously Warzone. Enter to be launched out to the Warzone. Beware, PvP is enabled. I haven't gone through this, so how do you actually get launched? Oh my... Okay, you legit just get tossed, bro. And I already see some rings around spawn. That is an event I will talk about here in a second. So for right now, let's go ahead and hop into some of these server events. By the way, you guys can always do /help on the server right here, and you can see all of the features, all of the events, the kits, all of this stuff. But right here, we are going to go to events. There's going to be a harvester event where basically you are going to be set up against other players to farm the most you possibly can in the given time. And obviously, if you farm more than your opponents, you will end up receiving rewards. So there's a harvester event. I think that's really cool because again, you get set up against another group of players. And then obviously there's going to be /outpost. We'll get into that as well here in a second. Dark zone, it's basically PvE and PvP. And then we have this ring racer. Partake in the ring racer by flying around the rings in the different war zone to collect rewards. The top performers get a bonus, and if all the rings are flown through, everyone gets an extra bonus. So that's what the rings are at spawn over here. As you guys can see, the launch is commencing, and this is 1.20 faction. factions. So you will have elytras and stuff. I don't even know how to use elytras, guys. I have never played 1.20 like in my entire life. But basically, you can just fly through all of this stuff right here. But basically, you're going to be able to fly through all of these rings that spawn, and it's a competition. You got to race everybody. And yeah, if you end up winning, you will get rewards. And then clearly, we have Koth. What is a faction server without a Koth event? And then mob event. It's basically the same thing as the Harvester event, where you're just going to have to kill more mobs than the group of players you get set up with to receive the rewards. There is also going to be a raiding outpost that wasn't featured in the /help menu, but there is a 24/7 raiding outpost. Now, this isn't just like a bare bones faction server. There are still going to be a ton of custom enchants. So if we go ahead and hit a /enchanter, I can show you guys all of the, oh wait, no, it's /enchants. Sorry. I can show you guys all of the custom enchants on here. You have some basic ones, but you still have like overload. It's going to give you some extra hearts, Hellforge, regenerate your armor durability, blaze, fire resistance. And then if we come over here to the chestplate, you have some new ones. Recover after killing a player gives you a regeneration for a short period of time. Sting, chance to deal damage to your attacker. And then hardened armor will take less durability. Barbarian gives you strength effect. So if you guys like custom enchant PvP, but you don't want it to be like too OD with a bunch of enchants that you have no idea what they actually do, this is going to be a very fun map for you because you're still going to have to build god sets, but the enchants are too insanely complicated, and it just gives for a much smoother PvP experience, and it's easier to make sets in my personal opinion. You don't have to rip open stacks of books to try and pull the enchant you actually want. You still have agility, you still got springs, jelly legs, avoid taking falling damage, sidestep, chance to completely negate taking a damage, so you'll basically like dodge the attack, adrenaline, chance to get a huge speed boost when on low health, so that way you know you can try and kite, run away. And then taking a look at the sword enchants, again, all of these enchants should be like pretty widely known if you guys have played factions before. It's nothing too crazy. You're gonna have rage, where if you get a combo, the more damage you're gonna do to whoever you're hitting. Lifesteal, pretty self-explanatory. Inquisitive increases XP drops from mobs. Ice aspect is going to give your enemy slowness. Hex is going to blind them. And then I'm not sure if the axe enchants are the same or if they have different ones. Headless, that's the same. Bless, chance to remove all negative effects from the user. This is actually crazy because I remember this on like OG Cosmic PvP. You would have to run around with a blessed axe to try and bless, and then you would start PvP. But yeah, the rest pretty much the same. This one just has confusion where you can give your enemy nausea. And if you guys want to pause, these are all of the pickaxe enchants right here. I don't think they're too important. And if you guys bow, I mean, I don't ever bow, but you guys can take a look at these enchants as well. And that is basically the enchant system. Super cool, super dope. I think it's a lot cleaner. Should be a lot of fun for PvP. Now we are moving on. Like I have said, there are going to be like elytras and stuff on here because again, this is a higher version of Minecraft than I am used to playing. So you're going to be able to just fly in your own faction's territory. You won't need an elytra. You won't need fireworks, any of that stuff. You can just fly around as long as you are in your own faction territory and you're not in combat. But if you guys are like in Warzone or you're in enemy territory, you are actually going to need elytras and you're going to need fireworks. But once you have that, you can like infinitely fly around again, as long as you're not in combat. Even if you have an elytra, if you get put in combat, you're not going to be able to fly. And right over here, it looks like they have a bunch of NPCs that we could have taken a look at. But right here, you're going to have /tinkerer. I already showed you guys all the /enchants, and then the enchanter system right here. You have the alchemist, you have the tinkerer right here, and then you have the different tiers of enchants you can actually buy for XP. And apparently there is also an XP shop. I didn't even know that, but I guess you can purchase decent pickaxes. You can get like a silk touch, you can get a fortune pickaxe, you can buy keys through this, kits. So that is actually going to be dope. You have daily rewards here. So if we do /daily, you have a bunch of things that you can go ahead and complete for some rewards back every single day. And the main thing over here is going to be player missions. And guys, tell me why. I just realized right now that I didn't even have the server texture pack actually enabled. So now, like I said, if we do /missions, this is all of their custom textures right here where you can do a bunch of missions to progress through on the server. Once you complete a challenge, you'll be able to do it again for better rewards, but it's going to get harder. So right here, harvest 2,500 sugarcane. Once you complete this, it might go up to like 5,000 and then 10,000 and then so on and so forth. I don't actually know how they progress yet. We're going to have to figure this out in the actual series. And these missions are going to last for the entire season. Okay, and right over here, as you guys can see, there are going to be custom masks on the server as well to go ahead and change up the PvP. I mean, they're not all going to be PvP masks. As you guys can see right here, this Tinker mask is going to give you a 1.5x XP boost. We have the Turkey mask for 2 extra hearts, 10% outgoing damage with an Ares mask, Mermaid, regeneration 2, 5% damage reduction. Wait, this mask, it kind of sounds broken. It might be insane. I don't know. Ghost mask, immune to NC and immune to /near. This is going to be great if you're trying to like hit a low-key in raid. Cheetah, gonna give you speed 3. Combo, deal more damage when in a combo. So there's a ton of stuff that you can like stack up with. And then right over here, of course, there's gonna be some slash pets as well. Chicken pet for speed, experience pet for obviously more XP whenever you're grinding mobs and stuff. IG pet for the absorption. Kraken to deal more damage while you are in water. So Kraken pet is usually the go-to if you're trying to force raid or raid a base. Reaper pet, deal more damage. This is just straight up damage multipliers. And then the shield pet for resistance. Spider pet to put enemies in cobwebs and giving them slowness 1. And that is going to be very, very overpowered. And then a wolf pet instantly kills all passive mobs you hit in one swing. Don't know how useful that's going to be. We'll have to see what we can do with that. But right over here, you have the massive wilderness teleporter, as you guys can see. Or you can just do /wild. Oh, it teleports you right away. All right, well, teleported us to random coordinates. Obviously, we're not going to be building any bases or anything over here because you guys just saw all the coords. But right next to the wild teleporter as well, you have the dark zone entry. As you guys can see, there are no safe zones. PvP is enabled, commands are disabled, and the outpost is 24/7. And you basically run in here. I mean, I wonder if this is actually set up right now. I don't know if it is, but let's go take a look. This is what the dark zone is actually looking like. I am on Alpine client, so it's kind of like full bright, so it doesn't actually look dark, but it looks like we're gonna have to probably mine into the dark zone. What the hell is this? Wait, I've actually never seen that thing in my life. These are the dark zone mobs? Bro, are you kidding me? What the hell? He's trying to slash me. Wait, this is actually sick. They kind of do mass. Oh, they're shooting me. I thought they were just swinging. Wait, hold on. Do it again. Oh, I didn't dodge anything. All right, well, I think we might actually die right here. I am not going to cap. Commands will be disabled whenever you guys are actually on the live server. Luckily, I can just fly away currently, okay? So we're going to get out of there. I'm going to try and mine in real quick. But those mobs were absolutely nuts. See, that's the thing with like 1.20 factions. You can do cool things like that. I am so excited to see like bosses and stuff on here. The bosses are going to be insane. And wait. Oh my god, they spawned on me, bro. It's cooked. I'm not getting in here with a freaking iron pickaxe because these things are going to shoot me. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and leave. But yeah, that's what the dark zone is looking like. Super, super dope. There's also going to be a command called F raids. This is going to be dope because you are going to be able to keep up with all of the raids on the server, see how fast like factions are getting breached and stuff. There's a raider KD and a defender KD. That is actually insane. You can see how much value a faction lost. So this is just a really cool command to stay up to date. And I'll probably use this command for thumbnails and stuff. So super helpful for me. There's also going to be Harvester Hose right here. As you guys can see, we actually have one in our inventory, and I believe there's even like a harvester mob sword, or probably just called a mob sword. I don't know why I called it a harvester, but you guys are going to be able to upgrade this thing throughout the entire season. Try to make it as OP as possible. I love progression stuff like this, bro. Again, it really brings me back to like OG faction days, but I'm assuming you're going to get tokens from just farming, and then you use the tokens to upgrade your hoe even more, get more money, and all of that stuff. You can see crop prices, you can see the leaderboards, all of that stuff. And again, it's going to be the same thing with a sword whenever you're grinding mobs, just to help out the economy a little bit more. Super progressive. If you guys have been on the channel for a while, you guys know I love progression stuff like that. But yeah, honestly, I think I've gone through like a majority of all of the stuff that is going to be on Start of the World. Obviously, dude, it's 1.20. There are so many custom things you can do with 1.20 factions, which is why I wanted to try it out. And I feel like 1.20 and stuff is going to have a lot less cheaters, which is going to be great for me because I am not good at PvP as it is. And the 1.8 factions community, bro, I am not going to lie. As you guys should already know, there are so many cheaters in that community. Obviously, it's not going to be impossible to cheat on 1.20 or anything, but in my opinion, I believe like the vast majority of cheaters aren't as predominant in the 1.20 like community. So anyways, I think that's going to do it for the showcase video for now. Like I said before, I am going to be doing a series on here, royal.oxyrise.net, going to be releasing for the first time map 1 on Saturday, 3 p.m. EST, August 24th. I hope to see you guys online. Again, I'm going to be playing with Countdown and Dylan MC just to start off, or Dylan _ I don't even know what people call him these days. And yeah, we're gonna be PvPing, doing some raids. Hopefully we can make a banger series. And yeah, I just really wanted to try a new factions experience, and I think 1.20 is a great way to fully switch up all of the content and not have things like feel so repetitive, you know. But anyways, hopefully you guys are excited. Drop a like, sub if you guys are new, and I strongly urge you guys to come check out the server, and don't forget about /redeem_royal. Gonna give you guys some free loot over here. And with all that being said, I will hopefully catch you guys on the actual server, but for sure in the factions let's plays.